Now, Kriya is a very advanced, beautiful art of harnessing the deeper resources in the body. Pranayama is the bridge, but very few people have access to this knowledge. It's a very remarkable knowledge, it's a very profound knowledge. It has been kept secret for whatever reasons that I understand. That it has been kept secret and it has been coded. But right now, I believe that this kind of art and practices should be allowed to be experienced by those who are interested. Now, I will qualify this with the word those who are interested, who are able to value it. If you don't, if you give freely without any form of conditions, then it may not be utilized, it may not be appreciated. So again, it is now available to a small group of people, but I believe that this small group of people who are practicing, who are disciplined enough to practice these internal arts, would be a light to the rest of humanity, and they would be able to teach some aspects of these practices, not maybe the full Kriya, but simple meditation, simple practices, because they have mastered that huge science, and because they have mastered that huge science, they can pick up any part of it, any small component of it, and then as they go and serve humanity, they're able to pick up this and according to their acceptance level, teach this and teach that. As they grow, they can bring more. So this is wisdom in intelligence, in delivery, in work, in life. So in order to do this, you have to have a big body of knowledge, and this is a component of it. And Kriya, deeper meditation, this more structured and this deeper art of extracting the energy from the body, somehow, and I understand this, I understand what is happening, but maybe in time I will explain to you. Understand that as we do this, some form of restructuring takes place. You're not reading a book, you're not listening to me every day, I'm not talking to you, every moment I'm not talking to you. But as you practice this, some form of inner intelligence starts to arise, and after the practice you feel more intelligent. More intelligent than the rest of humanity, no. More intelligent from yourself. And that intelligence makes you humble in humility, because you understand that the ancient individuals, the rishis and the yogis and the saints and whoever has practiced these internal arts have spent more time than you and me. And therefore the intelligence that they have exhibited must have been phenomenal. So it makes me humbled. And whatever knowledge that is arising in me, rightfully should be shared with the rest of humanity, because you feel after this that this intelligence is from a source that is compassionate, that it wants you to share this. But for this, there must be effort, tapas, that I need to do. I need to cut down on other activities which may be indulging my senses for my own personal comfort. Come out of the personal comfort zone, practice this, create some tapas, some burn, and then with that kind of enthusiasm, energy, bring forth your total heart into service. And you will be successful. Whatever you do, you will be successful. What success you want, you will achieve. As your mind thinks, as you believe, this power that comes gives it 10 times the force. Without practice, it is much more weaker. There is no strength to support. With practice, almost like the entire universe is driving you towards that. That's how powerful this practice is, because you get connected with the universe inside, and the universe inside then opens the door to the universe outside. You are no more one person. You are the entire universe in this form, working for the elevation of the entire humanity, and definitely to protect nature. And especially Kriya is a doorway, allows a doorway, a path towards the inner exploration of our potential. Of course, there are other systems, definitely other systems which can be utilized, but at all times we need to understand that there is a universal concept and philosophy in all the practices. It's not an exclusive practice. This is not a practice which belongs to only a certain group of people of a certain religion or spirituality. No, it is for everyone. But it has to be taught in stages. It has to be given in a systematic manner, and there are many ways we can help to allow the sharing of this knowledge. First, we must cultivate the awareness. We have to first restructure the thinking patterns, beginning with us, and then slowly share the concept and philosophy of this abundance of love and care for others.